Guys, it's me, Boog,
And Dad.
and today we're going to be reviewing the Ghostbusters Ecto-1
Absolutely.
again.
For well, I don't know if there's exclusion or not, but for the 3 3/4 inch Ghostbusters figure from Hasbro Pulse. Aren't these
Yes.
awesome? Um, yeah. And these are there's separate review for all these figures on the channel, which apparently none of our viewers care about because last time I looked, it was a paltry 8 views.
Yes.
So, not really expecting a whole lot more here for the Ecto One, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and do it, get it out of the way because we said we would.
Yeah.
And anyway, this isn't about the views. This is fun stuff, and these are great, great figures. You guys really need to check this video out if you haven't already. But yeah, so you have these figures, and then of course this is the Ecto One that is scaled to these figures, so they should fit inside this, and we're going to find out here soon. Um, but anyway, yeah, so here's your packaging for this Ecto 1. It's kind of weird too, because this Ecto 1 actually came out and was in stores like a year before these figures ever came out. So I'm not sure exactly how that worked out. You would have thought they'd come out at the same time or closer to the same time, but they did not. So anyhow, like I said, this is like I said, not a ginormous Ecto 1. I think we've had more that are bigger,
Yes.
but a very nice one if nothing else. I'll say that. So it looks like it's going to have, like you said, the pull-out stretcher here, places for the proton packs. Obviously doors open, they can get inside. So it should have some pretty decent interior details. It's not a super expensive Ecto one. I think it was like 35 bucks. So I'm not expecting too much. I don't think we're going to get lights and sounds or anything like that. But it still should be a whole lot of fun here. But anyway, that's the packaging. It's your typical Ghostbuster type packaging with the um uh kind of like they use like their suit material, which is cool for the box art, I thought. So anyway, let's get into this.
Yes. And we are back with the Ecto-1 out of the box and assembled.
Yeah, and first my first impressions, like I said, I'm just getting a glance at it here too. I stepped away while Boog was assembling. There was a little bit of assembly required with it. First impressions is wow, this is better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess for the low price, wasn't expecting a whole lot. But this thing looks good. It really does. So yeah, first impressions, I'm impressed with how good this looks. The size looks nice. It's a little bigger than I was expecting. I'm telling you, to fit in that size box that we showed you guys, it had to take up like every square inch.
Yeah.
It built the box around it. So expecting it to be smaller. But yeah, this is a good looking Ecto 1. I'm really impressed with that. So here are the figures, in case you missed that review. Um,
Which most of you probably did.
yes, apparently, but the crew of you that tuned in, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's our hardcore Ghostbusters fans.
For those of you that didn't, Dad'll be looking for you.
Right. Yes, check your DMs.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know what.
I don't know what it means. I hear people say that online. I don't know what a DM is, but I hear people say it.
All
Here's the
right, we're
figures.
back.
Yeah, they come with it. Of course, you also get a little trap, which is so cool. And Egon's ghost detector. Beep beep beep. That was it. PKE meter.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah. So the car. So number one, I think the car is there's no electronics, right, Boop? It's pretty much just is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at this thing. It looks really good. The paint is very, very good. It's a bright white. I think it shows up pretty good there on the camera. Kind of got the
It's
gloss
just
to
almost
it.
blinding.
Yeah, all the equipment up top looks very detailed. I think everything is pretty much here. That you would notice. Like I said, all the Ghostbusters equipment on the top. Of course, the lights, the ladder looks nice. Um, the containers, the Soren, the classic Ecto One siren. I mean, like I said, the red on the fins looks great. Ghostbuster logo here. Of course, this is based off of the original Ghostbusters car. So Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ecto 1, same car. It was just modified differently with the equipment. But yeah, overall, like I said, for under $50, I'm very impressed. I think this is actually a very nice Ecto 1. So I guess now let's take a look at the inside, babe.
Yes. Well, okay. The best that we can get here.
Oh yeah, because the top doesn't pop on that one, huh?
Nope.
Set him aside.
Let's see. I have to grab snips.
Oh, snips, yes, of course.
All the doors open.
Oh no!
There you go.
Got it.
It's not as destructive as it sounds. There you go.
Right.
Like I don't think that happens. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there you
Wait,
go.
wait, wait. We have four doors. Only three open.
Uh, apparently. Well, yeah, you get two seats over here on this
Let me
side.
take. Oh, I see. There's not actually seat there.
No,
Okay, and then the back.
then the back, of course, opens.
Okay, yep. And then
This
there's the
stretcher.
stretcher back there. All right, so I guess we'll let it spin around like this for a go, so they can kind of get a look at all of that. Uh,
It's already on, Dad, I think.
I think I slid it off 'cause I thought we were done with it, but we're not.
Very, very much not.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So yeah, so like I said, so these are this is it with all the doors open. Thought it was kind of odd at first. Oh, Winston!
No,
Oh, Winston!
Winston, no!
Down. Poor
Salute
Winston.
to the fallen soldier.
Yes, yes.
Poor Winston.
But yeah, you see the back door opens. Of course, the front two doors open. Only one door opens in the back though. This one over here, there's not actually a seat there. There's kind of like a double jump seat facing each other.
Oh, no!
Right
There are
here.
more
Yes.
casualties.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Slimer's taking over the Ecto-1. It's taking out the Ghostbusters.
Venkman and Egon are down.
Yes.
Ray's the only one left.
That's it. Ray's the only one standing. But yeah, you got a full bench seat up front, it looks like, and then you got, like I said, this two jumper seat here. Looks like your stretcher is going to roll out, so the pack should fit on there. We're going to test that out. But yeah,
Do we
so
have
far,
to?
of course we do. But so far, I am at least one. I'm pretty impressed with this. So give us just a second. We're going to try to put everybody in, and then give you a look at it with everybody seated inside. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Be right back. Be right
All right.
back.
Yeah, before we put everybody in, I just want to give you a better look of the interior if we can. So you can see back here, it is pretty detailed. So you've got, some pretty detailed equipment on both sides of where the stretcher gurney would be. And then there is that double jump seat. That part's kind of black, so it's kind of hard to see, but you got a double jump seat in there, and also a rather large piece of equipment back here. You can remember seeing that in the movie. So there was no seat there. And of course, there's that long bench seat in the front. Steering wheel looks good. Like I said, it's very black, so it's hard to see in there, but you do have, looks like it's probably the CB radio sitting up here on the dash. It's hard to see, but it is there. And then, of course, it's got a brake and a gas pedal down there. So, yeah, pretty, like I said, for what it is, this is pretty detailed, I think. All right, so give us a second. Let's see if we can get everybody on board.
Yes, we are. Okay, we're back.
All right, so some good news with this and some bad news.
Yes, as you can probably may be able to see.
Yes. Good news is the two guys up front fit perfectly. They look amazing. We'll give you an up close shot of that. You can see we've got Winston and Ray up front, and they look awesome. Car fits perfect. Boog slid them in on that bench seat, pretty much no problem, right?
Yep.
Close the door, boom, they're in. There they go. Now, and this is kind of what I suspected when I saw it. Back seat, the little double jumper seat back there. That's a hot mess. So basically, Boog
So
has forced them in. Go ahead, Boog.
yeah, I don't know how we'll see it there, but uh, yeah.
I mean, you can get
I
them
mean,
in.
yes, you pretty much we have for this example, we gotta have one of them doing some sort of gymnastics to get in there. Like we have Egon like nearly doing the like in a U shape to get in there.
Yeah, not in any normal seating position at all. And matter of fact, if this was a real business or company, somebody would definitely be going to HR. Yeah, this is very inappropriate. Uh,
This is very.
yes.
What is Venkman doing to Egon back there?
So yeah, this
And
this
yes,
Ecto one
Venkman is
definitely.
in there. I don't know if we could kind of see him a little bit, but yeah, he's either getting kicked in the face or something weird that's
Yeah,
going
they
on
didn't
back there.
plan on all four of them riding together, or like in the movie, or like I said, and it looks like they had plenty of room. All they needed to do was move this seat back a little bit, and there was room back there for them to do that. So maybe they just didn't think that out. Maybe this was not. Maybe this was an afterthought. Maybe they did the car and then got the complaints because everybody thought the car was for the plasma figures originally, and it wasn't. Nowhere near close that they would fit in there. So they maybe they went, oh, well, we'll make the 3 3/4, and they'll kind of fit, which is true. They do kind of fit.
You do have to, like I said,
But yeah, you
one
can
of
see
them has
poor
to do
Egon's
some.
legs are hitting the ceiling just to get him in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's totally absurd. But anyhow, that's a negative. Positive. This is the gurney,
I don't know
and
who's in a worse situation right
yeah,
now, Egon or Venkman
it looks
back there.
absolutely amazing. Um, like I said, all their packs come off and fit on the gurney perfectly.
Mm.
Like this is definitely designed for this. I love it. And of course, the wheels actually fold up on the gurney. So we're gonna or the gurney. So we're gonna try to load it in there now.
Yeah, let's see if
Um,
it will fit. Oh no.
yeah. So now they don't really snap in or anything. They are kind of free balling on here. So you're gonna have that to contend with. Um, and you can see kind of what's happening there as I lower the legs on the stretcher. Um,
Oh no.
the yeah, everything kind of falls everywhere. So there's that. But I think it does look amazingly cool just having them on there. I do like that a lot. And this will look really good, like I said, with your if you do some kind of diorama. I'm gonna do, I think I'll show you what I'm gonna do here in a minute. Um, Eventually when I have the space, kind of get everything together. Because I love this set. I really do love this set. Uh, but anyhow, so let's just see if it fits in the back in some kind of way. So I think it should go in like this. Yeah. So let the back open, and they should just kind of slide on in. Yeah, working out pretty good. The stretcher doesn't lock in back there anywhere.
No. Well, it
Yeah,
kind of does have indents for the wheels, but that's about it.
right. There's nothing to actually hold it in there. But now you can see that the gurney's in there loaded with the pack, so that is really cool. So he's not right where he's supposed to be, but you kind of get the idea.
I
Um,
think the part fell off.
I think we did too. We lost a.
That's still something
Oh,
here.
oh, oh! I think it went to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, there it is. So that's kind of a cool feature. I do like that a lot. Um, and overall, like I said, I would give this a higher score if it could actually hold all
Yeah,
four
if
figures,
he poor Egon didn't have to do gymnastics in the back just to get in
correctly.
there.
Yeah, yeah. So kind of left that part out. But other than that, I love everything else. And this is really as close as we're ever going to get to a mini version of that HasLab that just come out. Because it's kind of the same concept, except it's designed for the plasma figures, which is awesome. I did get my pre-order of that last year, but we still have another 9, 10 months to wait on that one. So I can't wait to get that on the channel for you guys, so three more people can watch it.
Yeah.
So no, I don't know what I'm talking about because I mean most of our Ghostbusters stuff does really well. I mean we got
Yeah.
a 10-inch Funko Pop Stay Puft that doesn't die. Like he's gonna get his. It's been on there for a couple of years. He's gonna get his 15
Yeah.
views a week no matter what.
I
And
think
then
I don't know. I think
um
it's gonna be a year around this time because I think that was a part of our Ghostbusters Afterlife thing.
yeah, a lot of the stuff from that last movie that we got, the popcorn holders, all that, they all did exceptionally well. But yeah,
Yes.
no electronics, nothing or no
No
kind of
lights
working
on
lights
here.
or anything like that on this particular model. But overall, I think it does look good. It looked really fantastic on your shelf. The shine on it, it is plastic, but it makes it almost look die cast, which is
Yeah.
very, very cool. So now it's just time for a few comparisons, and then we're going to get on out of here. Let's move this out of the way so we have some space.
So I guess we'll start with the one we were kind of hinting at earlier. We got the Playmobil version.
Yeah, I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see a little better. Yeah, so this one was released several years ago, and this is the Playmobil Ecto-1. It's probably the one that we have this closest comparison to size, but this Hasbro version is bigger. But this is an absolutely fantastic Ecto-1 in itself. It is very, very nice. It actually has rubber tires, where this doesn't have plastic tires, and it's just a slight bit smaller. But what I love about this one is, well, the doors don't actually open. If I remember right, I think the engine compartment does open. If I could be wrong. It's been some years since I've played with this. I thought I did. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong there, big?
And
I may be thinking about the HasLab. I think the engine compartment opens in it. But with this one, you just pop this up, and it makes everybody, you know, you can fit everybody in very, very nicely back there and easily, and they all fit. Of course, the only downside to this for me is, of course, it comes with your Playmate figures, which I mean are awesome for kids, and they're cool in their own right. But I wanted these guys, but that's all right.
I don't know. I
So,
guess if you wanted to, you could probably just stick those characters in there.
um,
Probably.
oh, we should try that. Yes, give us a second.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean they're just a little too tall, and if we compare them, I mean it's close, but like if we compare, obviously the Playmobil figure with just boots, can fan one of those up there for you, and you can see that's kind of our problem is there's quite the height difference there, at least an inch, maybe
Yeah.
inch and a half, and yeah, that makes them just too tall to fit in. Now, if you keep it in convertible mode, you can probably make something work. but yeah, it just won't quite happen with that. So we'll have to stick with this one, of course, the one it's designed for, which mostly works, but somebody's going to need to ride on top or right outside or be in a very awkward and uncomfortable position on the way to the call, one of the two. So we'll have to
Two of them are gonna be in uncomfortable positions.
yeah, figure that out. So yeah, next up, I was gonna
There
just
you
show
go.
you guys kind of my idea for the ultimate diorama. I think with these particular figures and kind of how I think I'm gonna work it out. You're gonna have to mix and match a little bit, but I think
But
this
also, I
is
think the slime effects from Playmobil, you can. There you go. Put it
yes,
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
side.
Playmobil will come with sound effects, and it also at one point in time had working sounds and lights. Unfortunately, left the batteries in there and it corroded, so now I no longer have working sounds and lights. But yeah, at one time it did. I would show you that, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work. So anyway, give us just a second.
Be right back. And we are here with one last comparison.
Yeah, we could actually do lots and lots more. The Lego version, the popcorn movie bucket button, and then the RC version, and then we have. But we're gonna stop here.
Yeah.
So the last one.
So this video is not a year long.
Yeah, so the last one, this is of course the real Ghostbusters re-release Ecto-1. Scaled for their what would you say 5 inch figures, the real
Yeah.
Ghostbuster line, scaled for those guys, and just want to kind of show you what it looked like next to both of these. There should be a review for this on the channel if you wanted to see that full review, but just kind of wanted to show you comparison size wise to how this looks. Um, and there you go. So, like I said, both totally different versions of the Ecto-1. I love both versions, but this is a more cartoony style Ecto-1, which I like, was perfect for that animated series. But with the 3 3/4 inch line, you want something more realistic, and you definitely got it here with this. One thing I did fail to mention earlier. Um, is that they do have some really cool hinge doors, and this I think helps you get the um, the action figures in. So when you open the door up, it will actually, you can kind of do this number with it. You can see that. And I think it's kind of like wide swinging doors, just kind of help you get those figures in there a little bit easier. You see how wide the opening is. So they did think of that. So I give them credit where credit's due. So the only real mishap, like I said, is this situation back here with this jump seat. Nothing wrong with the door. Like I said, it pops out too to help you get them in there. They just didn't leave enough space in between these two seats to be able to actually get two figures back there, correctly. Right, Big?
Yes. So I think that's gonna wrap up today's review.
Not quite yet. We're going to, I'm just going to jump into, you can see here we
We're
have,
going to save this for a different video.
we are?
Yes.
Oh, all right
So
then.
let's go.
So,
We're gonna wrap up this review. So make sure you like, subscribe,
well, we have
and
to, we forgot to give video ratings, Boog, and that's very
yes.
important. So, the Boog and Dad 5-star rating finale here. Drum roll. All right, everything, price included. Boog, you went first.
4 stars.
All right, pros and cons.
I think it's great. It looks just like Ecto-1. Just yeah, the whole part with the Ghostbusters having to do gymnastics just to get in there kind of knocks a point off for me.
I agree. I love the stretcher. Love the stretcher features with the proton packs
And
fitting
also
on
the
there.
stretcher feature, it works, but also kind of doesn't at the same time.
Right, right. Yeah, you guys saw that earlier. As far as the look of the car, all that, I think it's great. Like I said, it's if you're into those 3 3/4 inch figures, then you want this to kind of go with them, obviously, and it's fine. Like I said, just the biggest thing to me is that little mishap there with the jumper seats being too close together so they don't fit. Other than that, I think it's perfect, or not perfect, but adequate enough. Me personally, I'd have paid a little bit more just to have the lights and sirens feature. That doesn't really cost them a whole lot more, I don't think. And that would have been great to have just that little rah, 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 and have it light up. Not a big deal. We've seen McFarlane do that with a lot of the new Batmobile releases.
Yeah, I think I
So
officially came to the conclusion that for me, that's not really a deal breaker for me. Is that if it doesn't have lights or
no, no,
sounds?
it's a feature, not a deal breaker for me either.
Yeah.
But it's something I do like and appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyhow, yes. So we hope you enjoyed the review. Like I said, I'm going with 4 stars. We went 4 stars on the Ghostbuster Ecto-1s for the Ecto-1 for the 3 3/4 inch um figures. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Take
Like,
care.
subscribe, everyone. Bye.